in the title of the subject that we are discussing today. He said the draft development plan has an extra R. The draft has an extra R by mistake. It's actually a daft development plan. And it's daft for many reasons. One is the process by which this has come into being. As we all know, the BMC has no planning expertise worth the mention. The brain behind this whole plan is the former chief planner of the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, MMRDA, V.K. Phatak. Now, Phatak has been on platforms like ours right now today on many instances in the past. But somehow I think he's got into a technocratic frame of mind and has drafted this plan which the experts, I'm not an expert, will tell us more about. There's one question on the process itself. There have been consultations in every ward. I'm sure some of us have been present at those consultations. They are there in the website. There are pictures, including the one where some of us have been at the school, municipal school, near the municipal corporation. None of those recommendations and statements made in those consultations have found their way into this plan. So we are going through the motions of inviting objections and doing nothing to incorporate these. As Chandrasekhar said, unless we flood them with complaints, with recommendations, everybody needs to get into the act, and that should hopefully make a change. I think most of the experts here will talk about the commissions, the mistakes of commissions, the wrong recommendations in the plan. But I would like to talk about some of the omissions. The executive summary itself mentions how the whole demographics of Mumbai, Greater Mumbai, have changed. Between the 2001 and 2011 census, the population of Greater Mumbai has only gone up by 5 lakhs. In other words, we are decelerating. And that's not a mystery because there are no jobs anymore in Mumbai, closure of manufacturing. So no people, the migration has stopped. Now the 60% of the increase in Mumbai is from natural increase and only 40% from migration. And that will change even further. So we have to be very careful about what we are planning for which kind of city. The whole center of gravity is shifting from South Mumbai. If you see, Chandrasekhar will tell us more correctly, but the rentals in Bandra Kutla complex are higher than in Nariman Point now, and much higher. And so we must see how this plan addresses those kind of demographics. Now that we all know that there is Bandra Kutla complex, Andheri, Powai, many other centers are growing to the north of Mumbai. So what are we planning and how are we going about this whole exercise? The island city, which is about 100 square kilometers, is actually declined, absolute decline in population. It will cease to hold the same importance that it has in the past. There are many cessed buildings in the island city. Those are a problem of their own. But since this is a meeting in Bandra, I thought I would mention one serious development which hardly, as I said, these are omissions, mistakes of omission. And this is an omission, a glaring omission in the plan. You can see it in here, which is the coastal road. The coastal road, let's say it will start from Nariman Point, go 200 meters off the coast, burrow a tunnel through Malabar Hill, again 200 meters off the coast, come to, join the Bandra-Worli sea link. From the sea link, it will go 200 meters off the coast. And there you can clearly see in the plan, there will be one entry and access just north of the Otters Club on Carter Road. and again at Danda. Then there will be a further exit at Juhu. If we think that with the BandraBuzz sea link, the traffic at Lilavati and all around has clogged Bandra's roads, we are in only for a dress rehearsal for the big tragedy that is looming ahead of us. Because those roads in Peri Road, Carter Road, Turner Road already are jammed on every Sunday, Saturday evenings now. It takes one half an hour to get out of Bandra. How will these roads, any planner with any sense of the capacity, I don't think they've done any study of actual capacity of how that will take people every morning trying to access the coastal road and every evening trying to exit from it. And so I think this is going to change the most prized possession of all Mumbaikars. It is its vista of the ocean. Instead of an open vista now, we are going to have a coastal road 200 meters off the coast. So we'll be enjoying the scene of cars whizzing past us every evening instead of the ocean. Is this what Mumbai is coming down to? Already now with the BandraBuzz sea link, they were expecting by this stage about 75,000 cars a day. There are only 30 or 40,000 cars using it. In other words, about 35,000 less vehicles than were expected. In other words, the public, which is the non-car owning population, is subsidizing. You know, if we take people using motorized transport to commute, only 7% of Mumbaikars are using cars. So why are we creating this facility for 7% of the population? And there is even further, if you've been seeing the papers, the Chief Minister and Mr. Gadkari, in charge of National Highways in Delhi, are seriously considering removing all tolls on the coastal road. So I explained to the consultants who are planning this road that you will have people going for a joyride from Kandivli. They'll come up to Bandra, they don't want to pay 55 rupees, unless they remove the 55 rupees also on the sea link. You'll have people just coming up and down on evenings for a joyride. And this will add, you know, already now Delhi is the most polluted cities in the world, the most polluted city according to the World Health Organization. 13 of the 20 worst cities in the world are in India. Is this what, in this era of climate change, catastrophic climate change, is this what the kind of development that we are trying to encourage? So I strongly recommend that all of us should especially see how this will change the whole face of Bandra by no longer having access to the ocean as an open vista, and also how it will make the traffic absolutely unmanageable. Things which are already beyond our control will go very far worse. People often ask me, what is the alternative? The alternative is the third metro line, which is already being planned now, from Seeps through Bandra to Colaba. Will take much of that traffic. There could be an underground road at a high cost, but it will still serve the purpose. And just a few days ago, the old BandraBuzz sea link extension was talked about, and that costs about 5,000-6,000 crores. The entire coastal road from Nariman Point to Kandivli will cost 10,000 crores. So we are spending this money for a small percentage of the population and not seeing where the interests lie. I'm sure from the Kamla Reja College planners and architects here, they will give us a better idea. But I thought we should all, at the meeting like this, see what the coastal road has ahead, has a threat ahead of us, and we should all rise up against it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Darryl D'Monte. So you've seen how the coastal road will really affect our lives. So can we request Senior Advocate